All right, Beauty from Ashes, we are going to do a training today about how you produce sales and recruits with you. All right, so let's dive in. I hope you got some pen and paper and let's see what this has for you today. So, get asked all the time, Ashley, what's the secret? How did you get to where you are? You are the secret. You are that secret sauce for your business. And it's not that just you do a post or you do a reel or you do a live, but you are the secret. Because let's be honest, we can all post, we can all go live, we can all do the checking off of our IPA checklist, but you have to be the most certain person in the room. No matter what room that you are in, you have to be confident. Why do I sell a lot? Why do I recruit a lot? Because I'm more certain, I'm more assertive. Everything that you're doing, you have to approach your business with some sort of level of certainty. Okay, let's pause and think for a second. When you think of people that are on social media, you have to ask yourself, when you are looking at your social media specifically, are you speaking to your people? You have got to be yourself. Your personal brand, it exists whether you are telling a story or not. So, what story do you want to be told? Are you sharing your story? Because that's the secret sauce. That's how you approach the right people. We have customers everywhere this day and time, okay? We've got them on Pinterest, we've got them on YouTube, we've got them on Facebook, on Instagram, on Reels, whatever, TikToks. You've got to talk to people who are like you. And you find those people through social media, through connecting with them, through Facebook groups, okay? You have to always be your true, authentic self. And when you do that, that is going to attract the right people. Consistency and focus is important. Your audience has a certain way that they like to consume content, and you've got to find it. Okay, when you are consistent and you focus together, that will be huge for your business. Okay, so we are going to get into something that I like to call your USP, your unique selling proposition. You need to ask yourself, why you? What is unique about you? What is the benefit of choosing you? What value do you have? Because they could join any other person, they could buy from any other person, but what value are you giving to them? Okay. Do you talk about a lot of other things outside of your business or opportunity that has no meaning to you? I see people talking about cats and dogs and they don't even care about that. They're sharing reels about this, that, and the other, and it has no value to them. Okay. You have to talk about you. Share your heart, share your success, share your wins, your leadership, your strategies. Okay. Talk about it. When you see the Nike symbol, right? You know that is Nike. Those are Nike shoes. Those are Nike clothes. What is it that is unique about you? You cannot overmarket yourself. Keep talking. Some of you are not talking enough, okay? You have to figure out why people choose you, why they are choosing you, what is unique about you. Because I'll be honest, people can tell if you are focused or not on what you do. They can tell. They may say, "Oh, I bought or I joined so and so because they caught my eye," or whatever that excuse is. Okay. I hear all the time, like, oh, they were going to buy from me, but they decided to join someone else. Well, that means that you didn't stay at the forefront of their mind. Okay. They chose somebody for a reason. Maybe they're not seeing your stuff a lot because you're tuning out, because you don't talk about it. So, what does that tell you? That you've got to talk about your business and your opportunity more. That is the problem with so many people, is that you are not being unique in what you are doing and telling why they benefit from choosing you. What is special about you? Okay. You have to talk about yourself all the time. All the time. I mean, imagine if Nike stopped putting their symbol on things, right? Or just stop saying, just do it, right? You would be like, what in the world? Like, what is this? Okay. Nike is branding themselves. You don't think all the time, oh, there goes another Nike symbol. Oh my gosh, they don't stop talking about Nike. No, you just know if I see that symbol or I see Just Do It, that is Nike. What is it about you? When they see you, what is it? You don't want to be, oh, there's the pharmacy girl. What is it that is unique about you? And you have to keep talking about it. Okay. You can't over market or over brand yourself. I need to know why you're different. Your customers, your future team members, they need to know why you are different. Okay. And I'm not saying you have to have one unique selling proposition, you could have a few. Okay. But some of you have too many, like 10 or 20. You're talking about this. Let's narrow it down to like two or three and keep it impactful. And that is what you talk about. You use it to promote your business, you use it to promote you, you use it to do your writing. Okay, let's look at some examples. Okay, the number one network marketer in the world who trains millions of people to make millions of dollars from their phones. Who is that? Jessie Lee Ward. Bougie on a budget. I know people that are bougie on a budget. They've branded themselves as that, and that is what they create their content. Or age is just a number. For me, I'm an infertility mama who has been through struggles and wants people to find beauty in the beauty from the ashes of their life. That is me. That's content you're going to find. You're going to find infertility. You're going to find tips and tricks to help make moms' lives easier. Okay? That's what you're going to find. You ain't going to find things about cats and dogs. Yeah, I have them, but is that my passion? No. Maybe you do something, you're a hooded eyes pro and you create content just on hooded eyes. Or this is Allie Fullenweiner, one of my directors, plus size women who are getting in shape and learning to love themselves. That is what their content is about. If you see Melissa Brooks, you will see she's a squirrel brain, ADHD. She does those crazy outfits. Like I know when I go to her page, that's what I'm going to find. What is it for you when people go to your page that they are going to find? Okay. So that is one thing that you are going to make sure that you are working on your USP. Okay. Write down what you can do to grab people's attention. All right. And take some action in it. All right, here are some conversations. In order to grow in sales and recruits, you have to get back to having conversations. I think that is one thing Melissa Brooks always says is that we don't do the networking part of network marketing. We're just advertising and join me and sell this, but we're not having the conversations. In order to grow in sales and recruits, we have to get back to the basics of having conversations. And it's a two-way streak. It's not just them talking to you or you talking to them. Here are some conversations that you can look at, that you can refer back to, that if you don't know how to have them, you could do these things. Share how you started the business. One thing that changed your life for the better. My blank changed after I implemented blank. Today I'm celebrating blank, and you share a success story. If you could ask me anything about blank, here's how to overcome blank. The worst thing you could do for blank is blank. If I could go back 5 years, I would tell myself blank. Stop blank. It is not blank, and here is why. I just created blank resources to help you with blank. Who wants it? 5 tips that will help you achieve blank. Let's hear the secrets of blank. Here's why most people struggle with blank. Here's how to make blank with your blank. Here are 3 great reasons it's time to blank. Here's the do's and don'ts of blank. When you create content around these things, people are going to engage. They're going to have a conversation back with you. Okay? Here's another way to grow your brand with sales and recruits. People connect with people, not the company or the brand. I should not go to your page and scroll and scroll and scroll, and all I see is pharmacy. That is not relatable. That is not you. You have to share all of you. People need to know, like, and trust you. People don't take the time to get to know their audience. That is what so many people struggle with. Because if you are trying to speak to everyone, yes, there are millions of people in the world, but if you try to speak to everyone, you are literally speaking to no one. You have to find your people, and you have to be super clear, not a whole bunch of pharmacy or a whole bunch of your company or whatever. Okay, pick one thing. So many times it's like when you are trying to sell or trying to recruit, you're trying to throw 8 million things at them. How many of you have ever been to Forever 21? When I go into Forever 21, I'm like overloaded. I mean, there is so much crap in that store. It stresses me out. Things on the floor. TJ Maxx can be like that too, right? Things on the floor. It's not organized. And it's just like, okay, like I'm overstimulated. I got to get out. And so I leave. That is what so many of your Facebook pages and your Instagrams are like, it's overwhelming. Okay. We have over 500 products at Pharmacy. You should not be sharing all 500. Hone in and really tune in to some specific products because a confused mind doesn't buy. Some of you are all over the place, and that is not going to get you sales. Maybe this is one example is that lipsticks and shadows in the same sentence. You're like, oh, buy this lipstick, and oh, buy this eyeshadow too, and oh, buy this, and oh, buy this. And they're like, wait, which one do you want me to do? So maybe start creating some content around specific things. Right now, I'm doing a fit group and I'm focusing on 3 products. Do I still do my makeup? Yes, but I'm focusing on those 3 products and I'm getting sales like crazy because I'm not trying to confuse them with 8 million products. Who is your business serving? What are your ideal clients, their desires, their goals? Because your ideal clients, their current situation, their pain points, that is what you create content around because emotions move people. When they can read your content and be like, yes, I feel that. Yes, I relate to that. They're going to be more inclined to buy and join from you because they relate to it. So when you are creating content, ask yourself these questions. How does what I offer help them? What transformation can I take them through? And once you master that, that is who you are talking to. And that is when you make your posts and your sales and you get your signups. When you create content around those needs, those pain points, which leads me to the next one, which is attraction marketing. Okay, I kind of just hit on this a minute ago, but you are creating content that make people say, "Oh, she's talking to me." I know you have all read a post before or seen a post where it's like, "Yes, that is me. I relate to that." Yep, uh-huh. Oh yeah, she's reading my diary, right? Niche down, find your unique selling proposition. What is it about you that is unique and different? Because there are millions of women that put on makeup. There are millions of people that want to lose weight, but maybe you are pinpointing it as you're doing tips and tricks for women over 50. You're doing tips and tricks for women with hooded eyes. You're doing energy for moms that are emotionally drained and worn out from having kids. There is a unique selling proposition. Niche down and be intentional, okay, with what you are posting because you are selling to your ideal clients. You don't just need to throw up a post and throw it on the wall and hope that it sticks. People need to see all the sides of you. That is what attracts them to you. You've got to get loud as possible. Are you living your business out loud? Because without visibility, if they are not seeing you, you are not getting traction. And I don't just mean throwing a graphic up. And if you throw a graphic up, I'm coming for you. Quit throwing up spammy, salesy graphics. People want to see you. They want to see you. You attract them, not a graphic. You do. You using the products, you talking about the products, you showing them, you showing what the business is doing. Attract them to you. Okay. When you are doing this attraction marketing, I want you to think about these things when you are creating content. Okay. Keep this keep this in front of your mind. Okay, this is when you are thinking about your ideal client, your ideal team member, okay? You are going to create content like this. You are going to describe the problem, okay? Most people struggle with blank. Most blank struggle with blank, okay? And then I want you to describe how you solve it. I offer blank to solve that problem and describe the outcome so that you can blank. All right. You're offering your clients and team members, what do you have to offer? And then solve them a problem so that they can, and what is the unique benefit that you offer? That they get from you, whether it is a product or an opportunity. Okay. It could be like most I remember one time when I was struggling with melasma and I struggled so bad and I couldn't find anything to cover it. But then I found a CC cream that solved that problem and you can get it for a fraction of the cost from me, blah, blah, blah. I'm giving you the outcome. All right. So you've got to keep this in mind when you are creating content and attracting people and recruiting more. All right. Next thing, pitching. The opportunity and products, you have to pitch it daily. Everyone is pitched a product or an opportunity every single day, whether it's a billboard going down the side, whether it's social media, whether it is a TikTok or reel, whatever. Focus on how your product is a solution or your opportunity that you have as a solution. For me, when I talk about opportunity, I talk about when I had $100 left to my name and I decided to join network marketing, and now it has drastically changed my life. I remember having to say no to my kids, but now I can say yes because of this opportunity. You've got to find a problem and the solution that you have to offer, whether it is with the products or the opportunity. And then you highlight the benefits of your product or your service. As the leader, what benefits do you have? What is a benefit of doing business with you? Why you? Again, what separates you? Because they could go buy from anybody that sells pharmacy or join from anybody, but why you? What separates you? Again, are you confident in what you have to offer? What are the benefits of your products? Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? Then the collagen helps this. This skincare line helps this. If you are postpartum and you're losing hair, it helps with this. People want to know what is in it for me. Does it work? Is it gonna work for me? Okay. Then, when it comes to pitching, when you are demonstrating, you need to demonstrate on live, some sort of video, recorded video. It has to be effective and it has to make people go, aha, yes, that's what I needed. That's what it solved. And I'll tell you the truth, short, impactful videos are it. Live videos, they are still so important. They are. That is how you connect with people. That's how you deepen the relationship with people. But I'm telling you, that's not how you're going to grow in sales or recruits because nobody sits and watches a 45-minute video. Reels, short, impactful reels, short, impactful recorded videos, 5 minutes and less, 30-second videos. Video marketing is huge. 55% of people watch a video every single day on the internet. 55. And 68% want to know more about what you have to offer in a product in a video versus a post. 68. So again, if you are not doing video, you are missing out, especially those short, impactful videos. Okay. Now, like we said earlier, you've got to embrace the idea that less is more. People need time to process. When you're going live and you're showing them 800 products, they are getting so overwhelmed and so confused. You can upsell privately more products, but you don't need to word vomit by showing them 8 million videos. So if I'm doing a video on the VFX Foundation and they decide they want to grab it, then privately in my conversations with them, I can say, hey, did you know, do you have a primer? Because that's really going to go hand in hand because it's going to fill in your lines and wrinkles and your pores. Oh, do you have a setting spray? I just want to make sure you're getting the best for it because this setting spray is going to lock it in place all day long. I didn't make my live or my video or my reel about these 3 items. I did it on the one item, but then I can sell and upsell it later. Okay. Pick something to focus on. Maybe a week at a time, you focus on that and you switch it up the next week. But stop overwhelming people. Pick an eyeliner, pick a lippy, whatever. But stop overwhelming them. Give them time to process things. All right. Another tip, if you can prove your service has impacted other people, that is going to go a huge way. Use that in your pitches. Use real testimonies of real people. Story tell with people. Ask people to review your products. You are going to get huge impact when you are showing real testimonials because they could be like, oh, well, Ashley uses that. She makes money. Does it really work? Share what your customers say about it. Okay. Prove it. Prove other people winning in this opportunity, not just you. Screenshot what people say about you as a leader or you as a salesperson, your product, your opportunity, and share that with people. Okay. You have helped blank people from blank with their phones. I've helped 5 people make money from working from their phones this year. Whatever. I've had my customer blank fall in love with this product. She finally is getting new hair growth. Look how gorgeous she is. And you get some proof in that. Okay? Whoa. Okay, here we go. All right, I hope I got that. Okay. All right. And then this is an easy 3-step strategy. I learned this from Jessie Lee Ward, the greatest of all time coaches. And this is huge when you are creating content. Okay. And this is a great way to get sales and recruits. And you need to remember this strategy when you are doing that. Marketing success is equivalent to how many offers you make. I have been told no a heck of a lot of times, and some of you haven't been, but that's because you're not offering it. How many times are you making an offer? And maybe some of you are like, oh, I feel like I'm being annoying because all you do is post a product or post an opportunity or post a service. If it annoys you, it's because you live this. I hear all the time, well, I've already posted about that. Yeah, but it takes someone 7 times to see something for them to even think about buying or joining. And it doesn't mean they're going to see it the first 7 times. It might mean they might see it time 1 and time 7. Well, that's really only 2 times they've seen it. So continue to post about it and offer it. It may be annoying to you. It's because this is what you do, right? How many times can you say the same thing in different ways is what you need to be doing. And that is where you're going to make more money, okay, by doing that, thinking of different ways. So here is a marketing strategy, all right? This is a 3-step marketing strategy for you. My computer is being wonko. Okay. Quit. Hold on a second. What in the world? Stop. What? It is freezing on me. Oh. What? It is bonkers. Hold on a second. What in the world is going on here? What? Trying to see. Hold on. My computer is going crazy. Let's close this. Quit that. Okay. Let's redo this presentation again. Hold on. Open it back up for you. Share. Wait. I gotta present this again. Gotta love technology when it works right. Oh, share. Present. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. So when you are marketing your products or your opportunity, you have to identify the enemy. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this is necessarily a person, a place, or a thing. It could be something like laziness or a toxic work environment or not having money or procrastination or self-sabotage, age spots, weight management, melasma, makeup lasting. Literally, it could be any of those things. Okay. But um you need to and identify that when you are making your post and your reels and whatever. Identify the enemy, okay? And then I want you to poke the bear, as Jessie Lee, antagonize it. Point out the ways and the reasons that that enemy that you just mentioned is so pure awful. Why is it so awful? What is so horrible about it? Really get involved. Like we want them to get PO'd, okay? As many ways as possible, really getting under their skin. And then you are going to offer a solution, a call to action. You're going to do the opposite of that enemy. You're going to give them an option. We want to, when we are creating content, we want to tick people off so bad that they want to take action. Yeah, I was so mad about that. Yeah, that happened to me too, right? Or feel some sort of emotion that causes them to move and take action. Because, like I said, Feelings and emotions move people. Okay. This is how we get sales and recruits. So let me give you an example of what this looks like. Okay. The enemy, not having enough money. Here's me poking the bear. Is there anything worse than not having enough money? Like the constant arguments with your husband about financial, or having to check your bank account every 5 minutes because you don't know if you can buy groceries for your family? Or don't you hate it when your credit card gets declined and you want blah, blah, blah? Or you've had enough of time trying to calculate every amount to the penny you could spend. Um, or the bill collector shows up on a Saturday night. You're missing out on things with your kids. You're missing out on the fun. You're having to call out of work. You can't buy your kids braces. You're not being able to buy formula for your babies. You're working multiple jobs to provide for your family. You are having to dig for change to buy this, that, and the other. You have to decide between rent and this bill for this month. You have to decide between new clothes for this kid or this kid. Or I remember when I had $100 left to my name and I didn't know how I was going to do this. Do you see how I'm poking that bear? I'm like, I'm making you feel some sort of emotion. That's the poking of the bear. The call to action, the opportunity is, but then I said yes to network marketing. Click here to earn $500 in 30 days. Follow me to learn how to be a yes mom. Okay. Maybe you want to comment freedom if you're ready for change. DM me to heal your limiting beliefs around money. Let me show you how 10 ways that you can do this, how you can spend more time with this, how you can do you see? I'm offering the solution. The same thing with a product, okay? You could be saying like, I remember when I used to spend $50 on a dang foundation and it had all these horrible chemicals and ingredients, whatever. Or I used to have dull, dry hair, or my makeup used to separate and it was horrible. I'm losing hair postpartum. I don't have enough energy. I'm not losing weight. I'm so bloated, no shine in my hair. My skin is looking dull, dry and flaky skin. Do you see? And then you poke the bear. That's with all of that. And then you offer the product. That is a simple 3-step strategy when you are marketing your products or your opportunity that you need to be doing. Okay. So here is my call to action for you. I want you to make a list of some things that you are passionate about, some things that are unique about you that you could sit and talk about for hours. And I want you to make a list and kind of simplify it down to 2 or 3 that you are going to be passionate about that is different about you, not me, you, because you are that value for your network. Okay. I want you to be having more conversations so you can expand your business. I gave you a ton of conversation starters. I want you to pitch daily. You are being pitched something daily. Start pitching to people daily. I gave you tons of ideas around pitching as well. And then I want you to try the 3-step strategy of identifying the enemy, poking the bear, and then offering a call to action. And when you do these things, I can promise you, when you hone in on what is unique about you, when you pitch, when you have conversations, when you do this 3-step strategy, when you do these things, you're going to have more sales and you're going to have more recruits. But you're going to have to do these items. It's not just going to happen because you want it to. Okay. So I hope this was beneficial. I hope you learned a lot from it. I am going to finish the recording. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comments. But I love you guys and I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.